Morning folks, today is the 15th of May, we're here at the plot. We got a lot going on again today. Hopefully we're going to get some carrots and that in, depending on how the levelling off goes. We've had a bit of a disaster as well, which I'll show you in a bit, with the beans. They haven't turned out well, but we've still got some growth going on with some other stuff. So join me in a sec and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, the runner beans that we planted last week, something has had them. They've all been stripped bare, so I don't know what's had them, which is a bit of a nightmare if I'm honest, because they take so long, and it just means that the consecutive sort of stash or just means that the consecutive growth of the beans is put back another week or so, which is a bit of a nightmare if I'm honest. So we'll have to see what we'll do, but we'll get some more beans. We'll just plant them from seed in there today now, and hopefully they'll go. Onions are doing fantastic in here, or most of them are. I don't know if you can see that. They're all putting on a decent amount of growth, except for these few by here. I'm not sure what the difference is with these, whether it's because near the edge that they haven't got as much moisture and things, but they're doing alright. And we've got some garlic in there as well, which I'll show you now. So we've got two of the garlics poking their heads up, which is good. Now today's plan is we want to get some more beds made up so we can actually get some more stuff in. And what I did, I was down here during the week. I didn't bring my camera because I forgot it, but we built some, almost like a jig for the raised beds. So what I've done, I'll show you now. So this is it. So our first raised bed, all there is one long piece of wood which I've joined a load of pallets together. Going across, we need to join another one, and all we've done is we've built a raised bed essentially where it's going to go, so we know where to level it off and where exactly it's going to go. We've also then measured the space that we want for the paths, so where the wheelbarrow is going to go. We've measured that, and again we'll do that on this side, so we'll measure exactly where the path's going to go, and we'll add another raised bed there. It just means that I can try and level everything off together in one go, just so everything is the same level for each sort of tier, and it just makes it easier in planning and things like that. So we're going to carry on with that today, and hopefully get at least one of these, if not both of them, made up and get some stuff planted. But it's a glorious day here in Barry, absolutely glorious. I hope it is where you are too. Right then folks, the jig wasn't working, so I've taken it apart now. So we've just used the one square as a template. Basically what I was doing wasn't working, it was just getting a nightmare to try and get a level. So what I've done is I've built this retaining wall here, and I've put some stakes I suppose in the ground. They've gone down probably about that far, if not a bit further into the ground, and all I've done is I've put a piece of wood across, because at the back I've done the same again. Put a bit of wood across and used the level to make sure that the woods are level, and just filled it up to that area really. It's been a lot easier to do that than actually try and get the ground level where it was. It was just, it goes this way, it goes that way, this way, every which way. It was unbelievable. So I thought this would be the easiest way, and then when I come to build the raised beds, it'll be a lot easier to put them on and get them a little bit flatter. They don't have to be perfect, but just a little bit flatter. But if I show you from further away, that's how it's going to look then. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another one here. What we're going to do, I think, is still use this as our jig, but we'll just extend that a bit to make sure it's the distance we want. We'll put another one down here as well, just so we know the right distance for the pathways, and that way then it should be consistent. So I think if we've worked it out right, we'll have a one raised bed here, a gap, the next one here, and then another gap, I think. We'll see how it goes now. Right then folks, there's the second platform. So there's the first one, and as you can see we've got a nice gap between them to get the wheelbarrow up and down. This one's pretty good and pretty flat. I don't know if you can see that. Oh well, that's pretty flat. This one needs a bit of tweaking. It's taken me almost 2 hours to do this, but it needs a bit of tweaking, probably settling down a bit. But at least it's a better base for the raised beds to sit on, other than that, because that's what we had originally, which is a bit rubbish if I'm honest. So next year, once the onions are done, we'll do exactly the same with all that. But at least this way then you can start to see where the paths are going to go, which is good. So like I said, the raised bed will sit on that roughly, and that'll be a start. And then next time when we're down, we'll get another one in here, and then there'll be a pathway there, and there'll probably be another pathway just here then as well. Roughly, the next one will come up to about there, I think, roughly. So from there to there, there'll only be a small path that side, which is fine. But it means by the end of the year, we'll have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, three that side. So we'll have 3, 6, 9. 2 probably here, although I'm thinking about changing the way this opens. Currently it opens towards us. I'm thinking of putting the door on the side, because that bit of land's so close to trees and a bit rubbish. I don't know if we'll use it, so I'm thinking of having the door that way then we can have another bed here, so we can have another 3. So what was that? 3, 6, 9, 12. By my estimations, 15, and then 18, possibly 21 beds. 18 to 21 beds, we'll say. And that's without then the year after clearing all this crap out, and making more to go here, so stuff that likes the shade and things like that. And again up here, but we're looking at 18 to 21, which isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. But yeah, I thought I'd show you that, and I'll do a plot update in a sec. Okay folks, that's about it for today. What I'll do is I'll take you around the plot again now. Quite a bit's changed in just a week. Again, from last week to this week and the week before, quite a lot is happening at the moment. So I'll take you around now and just show you what's going on. So the potatoes with just the compost, they've started coming up through the other layers, and that one's going to be a beast, I think, the way it's pushing up. The ones with compost and bloodfish and bones, as you can see, we've got 1 coming up and 2 over there. The rest are still nothing yet, and the ones we only planted last week are all doing fine. As we showed you earlier, the beans have been stripped, so we don't know what's going on with them. We've got some more to go in at some point, so we'll do them as well. The potatoes in the compost, in the coffee, they're coming up nicely. I think someone's having that one, but they're coming up nicely as well. Raspberry plant doing fine. The asparagus is flying, absolutely flying up. So we might harvest a couple of these, only 2 or 3, but these are absolutely flying. I think these have gone too far now. But they look good. This raspberry plant's got a few buds on. Whoop, bit close, which is awesome. Rhubarb is doing great. We had another seed head earlier in the week, so we cut that off when I popped up here, and there's the seed head from before. So we cut that off, and these ones are just flying now. They're all doing great, which is awesome. We haven't got anything in here as yet. These onions are probably going to come out now. We're not bothered about them. Ready to make the next raised bed on the weekend, and obviously you've just seen those 2 there. Strawberries are all flowering and doing great. We've even got a few, where to go? There. I don't know if you can see that well. There's 1 coming there, and there's a few more around here dotted around the place. So as soon as they go red, we'll get in there and start having some lovely strawberries. Broad beans are all fine. They're getting eaten to hell. So what I'm going to need to do is I do need to spray them. I will do that this week with some washing up liquid and some water. That is it. Yeah, the strawberries are going wild. Gooseberry plant is doing good. We've got some gooseberries coming, which is awesome. I'm not sure when to pick these. Any ideas? Let me know. Beetroot is coming up as well. Again, that's been eaten as well, but as long as the actual beetroot's fine, it's not a problem. Those ones are doing really well. But there's a lot of weeds. We did have a little go hoeing through them the other day, but I need to get down on my hands and knees to get in there. Now, strawberries we planted earlier this year. Wow, I tell you what, if that's anything to go by, it's absolutely amazing. There's absolutely loads of them being pollinated now, which is brilliant. So we got loads going on there. So hopefully we will have a good crop of strawberries. I found a little friend, or not friend should I say, there. We'll check him away. Raspberries, again, they're just flying up. They've started budding as well now, so hopefully we will have a lot of raspberries. Last year was a bit rubbish for raspberries, I don't know why, just didn't get that many, but this year, hopefully, this is the autumn one, and you wouldn't believe it was an autumn one, would you? It's unbelievable how many buds and things it's got on. Just saw a bee, which is great. The lovage is flying, as you can see next to my hand, absolutely flying. So if anyone's got any more ideas what to do with it other than soup, let me know. Again, more shrubs which are doing amazing, and there's loads around here, as you can see. So the strawberries are the success at the moment, which is awesome. Compost, we started using that. Again, we're using it for the levelling off of stuff. It's just easier to use than the stuff we've made of clay. So we'll keep using that, and then we'll get some more at the end of the month. The unknown bush is fine, it's flowering. Well, it's putting on leaves, so I don't know what it's doing. We'll give it another year or so, and if nothing happens, I might just go. It's wasting space otherwise. Fig tree is doing great, although if I have a look, we lost 2 of the figs. Only got the 1 left. Is that normal? So we've got 1 left, and it looks a bit brown. Don't know what's happening there, but we'll see what happens. Nothing going on with the composters. The weeds, they're still weeds. Pile of wood, we'll be using that for the raised beds. Again, raised beds. Onions and garlic, these are flying up, these ones. As you can see, we've got a lot of garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see at least 8 of the garlic coming up, which is brilliant. So they're quite happy, and again, these onions are doing fine, growing each day. Good. The shed's all fine, we still need to paint that. This weekend we painted the fence. We painted the fence in the garden, and oh my god, it was an absolute nightmare. It took almost 15 litres of paint to do it, and it was absolutely a nightmare. So I'm a bit reluctant on painting the shed so soon, just because it's such a chore. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, and I was going to show you in here, if I can open it. Oh look, pumpkins are doing marvellous, as you can see, and the butternut squash, they're all doing great. So they can go out next couple of weeks. They need a bit of water. We've got some more coming through there, and the corn has started popping its head up as well. So depending on the next week or so, some of that can start going out, well, more the butternut squash and things. That's about it. And we've got some strawberries in here as well, so they're all coming. So yeah, that's the plot, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been a bit of a short video this week, so sorry about that. But like I said, we were busy painting the fence and stuff. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.